Call sign Director, a tanker serving on the Italian Centauro B1. The Centauro is a bit different kind of vehicle. It's not tracked, it's wheeled. At first we even called it an APC. It's basically a tank on wheels. On asphalt and decent dirt roads, it really moves. Its stated top speed is 105 kilometers per hour, 65 miles per hour. That's extremely fast. We don't need tank transporters or anything like that to move it through populated areas or cities.
What about reverse gear? What's the maximum speed it can do backing up?
30 kilometers per hour, 19 miles per hour.
How many crew members does it have?
A crew of 4. Driver, tank commander, gunner, and loader. Its width is 3 meters. But with our anti-drone cage armor mounted on it, it comes out to about 4 meters. As for length, without the gun it's 7 meters, and with the gun it's 8 meters. Its weight is 25 tons, about 55,000 pounds. It carries a 105mm gun. The vehicle's total ammunition load is 40 rounds. We use 105mm shells. They come as complete rounds, so to speak. If you've seen a T-72, there you have a separate projectile and propellant charge. We have 4 types of ammunition. There are high explosive fragmentation rounds, heat rounds, armor-piercing rounds. We also call them darts or rods. There's no autoloader here, no loading mechanism. Everything is done by human muscle.
Right now I've got a chance to step into the gunner's role on the Centauro, so we're climbing inside. Hello there, loader. Fist bump. We're about to get to work and fire our first shot.
One really cool thing here is that the 2 optical systems are synchronized. My optics and the commander's optics. He can see exactly where I'm aiming and can direct me onto targets. The computer remembers where my rounds are landing, and I can set my own reference marks. On top of that, I have night vision and a thermal imaging system built directly into my sight. There are also filters for firing at night, during the day, in bright sunlight, in the rain, whatever conditions you can think of.
What was your longest shot? How many kilometers was it?
My longest shot was from a closed firing position. It was at 11 kilometers, 6.8 miles. At 11.1 kilometers, 6.9 miles, I scored a direct hit on a building where enemy troops were positioned.
In Soviet tanks, this type of control is called the chebarashka. What do you call it here?
It's called the control panel, a joystick. It's very sensitive and responds extremely quickly.
When the tank fires, does it rock a lot? After all, it's on wheels.
Yeah, it does. Because it's wheeled, it sways a bit more than a T-72, for example. The T-72 fires, shifts a little, and settles. This one rocks around a bit more.
What do we have on this tank?
There's the commander's optic system. It operates independently from the gunner's sight and provides a full 360-degree view. The gunner can be looking one way, traversing the gun left, right, wherever he wants. The commander, meanwhile, can observe all around the vehicle through a complete 360 degrees. The commander also has the ability to take over control. He can even fire the gun himself. Not every tank has that capability, but it's a useful feature.
How's the radio system in this tank?
The internal communications here are many times better. We've served on T-72s and T-64s. There were times when we couldn't hear anything, neither outside communications nor each other inside the vehicle. When the driver can't hear the commander, that's a problem, a serious problem, the kind that makes you want to stop and cry. You can't get through to him, and he just keeps driving forward. In this vehicle, the communication system is pretty good. Maybe it's also because the engine noise is lower, but we can hear everything.
What about the armor? How well protected is it?
In that regard, it's actually closer to an APC. Its frontal armor can withstand 30mm rounds. That's the maximum it's rated for. The sides can be penetrated by 12.7mm. So protection-wise, it's not exactly impressive.
I can see these cage structures on the sides and some sort of system on top that looks like a hood. Tell us about it.
Yeah, that system is actually called a hood by the troops. It unfolds into a dome-like structure over the vehicle. We had one tank get hit twice by groups of 3 FPV drones, 6 FPV drones in total. They struck the front and one side. The headlights got smashed. That was about it. We patched up the mesh and kept moving. The vehicle also has its own fire suppression system. If there's a fire or another emergency, 2 cylinders activate automatically. There are also 2 manual cylinders. We've had to put that system to the test.
Officially, it's classified as a tank destroyer. Do you agree with that designation?
Yes, I do. The gun and the entire fire control system work in a way that makes it very accurate. I've got something to compare it against. The T-82 and the T-64. Compared to those, this vehicle shoots extremely accurately. But these days, for a tank versus tank fight to happen, first you have to make it through huge numbers of FPV drones and all kinds of Molnia attack drones. Even from closed firing positions though, this vehicle performs exceptionally well. The maximum confirmed distance we tested was 11 kilometers, 6.8 miles, and at that range it was still striking targets with remarkable accuracy.
You fought in Soviet tanks before. Speaking about comfort, is this tank more comfortable?
It's more comfortable. There's more room inside. Even that alone is a huge advantage. There's simply more space. It even comes with an electric stove. We haven't used it, but it's there.
For cooking food?
Yeah, it's there for cooking food. Though at the moment it's not installed, we removed it.
And here we have the heart of this tank.
The engine is a diesel, 6-cylinder, V-type. Just a regular mechanical diesel engine, nothing particularly unusual about it. It produces 520 horsepower.
What kind of transmission does it have?
It has an automatic transmission with both manual and electronic controls. One of its unique features is that it has 2 parking brakes, a mechanical one and a pneumatic one. The mechanical brake is used for long-term stops, while the pneumatic brake is used for short-term stops. If we engage only the pneumatic brake and leave the vehicle sitting for 2 or 3 days, the air pressure will eventually bleed off and the vehicle will start rolling. It's equipped with a Webasto heater that has 2 modes. The first mode preheats the engine, and the second heats the crew compartment. We even have air conditioning. And this is my tank helmet. You can take a look.
Actually, this is the first time I've seen one like this. I've seen Soviet tank crew helmets before. They're basically made of fabric. But this one is an actual helmet, probably meant for protection.
Yeah, it's basically like a combat helmet.
Exactly like a helmet. Tell us about the wheel configuration.
We have 4 axles. The main one is the second axle. Power is distributed from it to all the others. We can also engage the front axle when needed. So if we get bogged down or stuck somewhere, the front wheels normally just roll freely. But when we engage the front axle, all the wheels start pulling, and it can claw its way out.
Speaking of the tires, since this is a wheeled tank, the tires can probably be punctured or shot through. What do you do then?
This vehicle is designed to keep moving even if 2 tires are blown out. Honestly, I think it would keep going with 3 damaged tires as well. On top of that, the tank has a central tire inflation system. It works on both the front 4 and the rear 4 wheels.
I read a little about it, and from what I understand, it can almost turn on the spot.
Almost on the spot. If a 9-meter, 29.5 foot, turning radius counts as almost on the spot, then yes, in that respect, it loses out to a tracked vehicle. A tracked tank can pull a steering lever and pivot right where it stands. You can't do that here, no matter what. But even so, it has a pretty small turning radius.